Hi, one forum news brings you the best. Please kindly subscribe to this channel. Your comment and likes will be highly appreciated. We are going to our own South Africa. Yes, when it comes to elections in this year, 2024, the only country that is very great for you to look at is South Africa. We will be here to bring you the best when it comes to South Africa. So mind you, mark it on your calendar, 29th of May 2024. Everywhere that you must focus on South Africa, and we will be here to bring you the best. Why? Because this is the year 2024. This is the year that South Africans will decide whether to go for right or to go for left. Yes, when you talk about right or left, it has nothing to do with performance or anything, but either to continue with the old ways of doing things, that is with the ANC, or to try something else. We are talking about coalition. Yes, definitely it's going to be coalition, because other minor political parties, they are not all that strong, though every political party, the main focus or the basic aim of every political party is to capture power, is to win power. But when it comes to empirical evidence on the ground now, per all the researches that we have seen by scholars and political scientists, when it comes to empirical evidence, all that we can say or project is ANC is going to take the lead. Whatever happens, ANC is going to take the lead. That is by maintaining their 39% plus or minus when it comes to the outcome of the election. This is just a projection. So they will lead when it comes to formation of government. Now, someone may ask, why is it that the system of South Africa seems to be a bit different? Yes, it's a system. When it comes to the political system or the kind of democracy that they practice, some may say that it's parliamentary, but we, the scholars, we can describe it as the hybrid system. Why the hybrid system? They have the parliamentary system, that is, they vote for political parties or members of political parties to represent people per the constituencies. But at the end, is the people that are in the people that have been elected into parliament, the majority, they decide on who lead them as the president. Yes, they have only the president. They don't have the prime minister as in the UK. Yes, that is why it's the hybrid system, because it's something new that they try to combine the two from the US as well as the UK, and that is exactly what they are practicing. So now let's break everything down for you to understand. When it comes to South Africa, the way that they vote, what happens is all the candidates, they are represented under political party. Yes, that is how it must be. It's only in this year, these elections, that they decided to even rope in some independent candidate. But in the past, as is always the case, you must run under a political party. So it's a proportional representation. So the amount of vote from the masses in political science, we call the hoi polloi, the number of people that will vote for the percentage of the political party that will have in parliament, that is how the seats will be shared proportionally based on the percentage that the people, that is the percentage of vote that that is all the political parties will have in parliament. So the seats will be shared among the political parties based on their percentages. And when you look at it critically, South Africa is having around 400 seats in parliament. So let's assume that party A is able to make the 60%. That means their representation is in parliament is going to take care of 60%, and forming the majority, that means they have the power to choose the one that will lead them as the president. So it's not the citizens of South Africa that are going to elect their president directly, but it's going to be indirectly elected by the people that they decide to vote for. And this year's one is going to be very crucial one, because we are seeing something like a hung parliament. Yes, a hung parliament. When you talk about a hung parliament, it's a parliament that you cannot have a clear majority in parliament. Meanwhile, for you to be the president or to be elected the president, your political party, which is having representation in parliament, must have the majority. That is why there will be the need for coalition. That is a projection that we can comfortably make, because it's going to be very difficult for any political party to have a clear victory when it comes to the 2024 election. We are projecting that the ANC, as we said already in our previous videos, but all the empirical evidence, the research that we have seen, we can project that they will be able to lead. Yes, but if they lead, it's not going to represent the 50% plus one that a party is supposed to have to be able to form government. So for them to form government, they will need other smaller parties like the EFF, as well as the DA, as well as the MK. Yes, the MK, the strong MK is what we are talking about. That is why this situation is going to be a bit dicey, because this is the first time that this is going to happen over 30 years. Yes, it's going to be very tough for ANC, but we'll see how they cross the bridge when they get there. But the projection we are making is the ANC is going to lead. It's going to lead, but may not be able to hit the 50 plus 1 vote. That is the 50 plus 1 vote. That's the percentage to be able to form a government. That is what the problem is. But let's look at it and see what is going to happen. Now, if the party led by Cyril Ramaphosa is able to make the 50+1 vote, which is a probability, yes, is able to make that, they can comfortably move on and form government. But when it comes to South Africa, it is the person that is leading, or the leader of the majority party in parliament. They will decide that, okay, you are the one leading us when it comes to our party, so let's vote for you so that represent us and form the government. But in some instances also, it can happen you can be the leader, but those that are under you, or those that are representing other constituencies in that parliament, may decide that no, let's change you. Yes, but for the record, it's important for us all to know that is the president the one that the majority vote for. So it's not the citizens of South Africa that are going to vote for Cyril Ramaphosa or Julius Malema or someone else from DNA to be their president. No, they will only proportionally vote for the party, and the party will also share that vote among their people to represent. So if the 60% that they are able to make by the party from the people, that's the citizens, the 60% of the seats, so we are talking about the 400 seats, the party that may have that 60% will take the majority share of the seats in parliament. This very system is very tricky. If you are not careful, you may not understand. But anything that is not so clear to you, you can ask in the question or the comment section. We'll be glad to explain everything to you. But basically, when it comes to South Africa, they practice the system that we call the hybrid system, because it's neither that of the US or that of the UK, because it's not a clear cut. And moreover, also, they have parliamentary system, but they don't have a prime minister, but rather a president of South Africa. And now what happened is the president is supposed to run for 2 terms. Yes, that's per their constitution. That's 5 years each, 2 terms. So if you are lucky enough and you are the leader and your people, that's the majority from your party that are representing people in parliament, they decide that you must go or lead them, then you have the 2 terms, or that's 10 years in office. And 10 years is very great for you to make a very great impact in your country, and your country forever remember you. That is what Cyril Ramaphosa is trying hard to do, and he will be able to achieve that based on what his people want to achieve for the country. And you know, a lot of things that happen in the camp of MK as well as EFF and DA, they are out there. Yes, they will cause a lot of frustration for ANC, and the people themselves, that are the citizens of South Africa, they also want to make impact and register their protest this time. So a lot of shocks and surprises will come. That is why you have to stick to this channel. We are talking about One Forum News for the best when it comes to security, for the best when it comes to politics of Africa and historical antecedents, for the best when it comes to anything about crime in Africa. We'll be here to bring everything to you. But when it comes to 29th of May 2024, we'll be here. Kindly be with us, subscribe to this channel so that you can get the best, the blow-by-blow account of what will go on in South Africa on that day. We wish you all the best, and always be in touch. Your like and your comment will be highly appreciated. In short, Cyril Ramaphosa, Julius Malema, and the other leaders, that's Jacob Zuma, they are people to watch when it comes to this year's 2024 election in South Africa. We'll be here to simplify everything to you and for your understanding. For anything that is not clear to you, kindly request, and we'll be here to break everything down for you. Your comments and your likes will be highly appreciated once again. Always be in touch with us. Thank you so much. All the best.